Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony, and I am here at Abundant Life Church here in Englewood, Florida. And you can see I got a little bit of a jacket on. I fit a little vest. I got that on because it's a little cool today. It's about 55 degrees, but it should warm up in the 70s. Of course, this is March, so expect to be a little cool. We're going to go in and check out this service, and maybe if you're in town, you'll check it out. And if you like videos like this, let me just say, check out our playlist that says church reviews. I think I've got about 45 churches now throughout the country, and still growing. We like to visit churches and see what they're like. Someone give you a little bit of what the service itself is like, and the music, and maybe the facility a little bit. So come join us, because you just entered the Coolest Life Church Edition. As you enter here, there is a nice little area here. This is the Welcome Center type area, and they're actually just getting started. We're a little early right now, but they've got a nice big area. We're actually right next door to next door to a gas station. We're across the street from a gas station, so we're right in town. We're not like in a residential area like several of the other churches we've been to are. So looks like they got a sound system up here. I believe they do broadcast some of their services on YouTube. They definitely make some recordings because I saw one of them on their main website. But let's see what the music's like. In the back here, they've actually got like a little cafeteria area. As you can see, they're serving food down there, and I would imagine it's for a small nominal fee, but it's pretty crowded right now. Here in the corner of a dining room, basically making, I do this for the kids back here in the corner. Pretty cool. But they're utilizing their space is what they're really doing, because this is near restrooms, and the other end of the coffee shop. I stand corrected. Breakfast is free. It's coffee, donuts, that sort of thing. So not a ton there. I'd say there, but it is free of charge. They also have a breakfasts every now and then. They got some life groups. They got a full breakfast every now and then. They got life groups and some other activities going on here. I'm gonna try and get some of them on video.
Please take an envelope, get one of the envelopes out back, clearly mark it Easter lilies, put the name of the person that you're buying it in honor of, so we can go ahead and we'll decorate the stage with them. Once we get through with the Easter service, you can take the lilies with you. For a series, it can sometimes get a little bit, but you'll have to think a little bit. And just understand that most of what I'm going to say today is building a foundation for the continuing of this series that we're going to preach. But we're going to start a series this morning. We're going to talk about the foundational ministries of Jesus Christ. And for 6 weeks they wanted counseling. That should have been a flag. So we sat down, Beck and I are over on this side of the table, and they're over on this side of the table. I said, what is it? See, Beck and I, we take the back door approach to counseling. We don't go into it like, here's what you do. We don't know anything about what to do. But we know a lot about what not to do. I said, let me hear what you got to say. And she started. Wah, 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 wah. About 20, 30 seconds, all I was hearing was wah, 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 wah. And I'm thinking, dang, I'm hungry. Your preacher look at you and go, Oh, yeah, yeah. And the whole time his brain's going, oh man, I can't wait till that food gets out here. I'm about to start. I could eat the hind end out of a dead skunk. I'm hungry. And she wah, 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 wah. And this went on for what, Becca? 30 minutes. He's just sitting. Know about relationships. There's things that we have to know about Jesus so that we can understand when we get into the ministry of Jesus, that we can understand how he feels in his heart towards what we're going through. Then Jesus returned in the power of the Spirit to Galilee, and news of him went out through all the surrounding region. And he taught in their synagogues, being glorified by all. So he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was. You see, even Jesus kept customs. It's good for us to have customs and to live up to our customs. My dad and mom customarily raised me to be in church on Sunday morning. Time to read. It was their time to read. It was usually done by lay people, by laity. It was usually done by members of the synagogue. In that day, you didn't have to have many members to have a synagogue. You only had to have 13 people. If you had 13 people and 12 of them were men over 12 years of age, you could have a synagogue. There were synagogues spread out through all the land, and they were just about in every city. Whatever we have heard, I got to give you the right context, because there's two schools of thought on this particular portion of Scripture. Here's the two schools of thought. The two schools of thought is that Jesus was saying what they were thinking. The other school of thought was that they were actually saying it, and he was just repeating back what they were saying. So what were they saying? They were saying, whatever we have heard done in Capernaum, do also here in your country. Surely I say to you, no prophet... No, wait, back up. Then he said, assuredly I say to you, no prophet is accepted in his own country. But I tell you truly, now you got to get a hold of this. There was a rift going on in that day. You know what it was? The Jewish people did not like at all the Gentiles.
That's right. That's right.
Even when Jesus went to the well, to the woman at the well, in Samaria. When he went, they tried to talk him, his disciples tried to talk him into going a different direction.
That's right.
Go, we can't go through there, for crying out loud. Them people's crazy. Them people have held us in bondage. Them people have held us as slaves. These people, the Gentile people, have just really give us Jews a whole lot of trouble. We're filled with wrath. Uh-oh. And rose up and thrust him out of the city. Uh-oh. And they led him to the brow of the hill on which their city was built, and that they might throw him down over the cliff. For he says, in an acceptable time I have heard you, and in the day of salvation I have helped you. Behold, now. Behold, now. Right now.
That's it.
Behold, now is the accepted time. So I just proved it with Scripture. What he was proclaiming that is now happening is that you're looking at, what did I say again? Anno Domini. You're looking at Anno Domini himself. Anno Domini I like that. If I ever have a son, I'm going to name him Bill, George, anything but maybe Anno Domini. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Go back to Luke. What did Jesus say? I have come, he has anointed me to preach the good news to the poor, and to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
Well, it was another good service. Definitely different. you know, there's preachers that do a monologue, and there's preachers that do a dialogue. His was definitely a dialogue. He really thrived on the feedback from the congregation when he would ask a question or tell a story. And I will say this. This pastor definitely knew his congregation. The congregation wasn't huge, but he knew them by first names and could tell stories, and he did that throughout his sermon. So I thought it was pretty good. It's very personal here. But I want to let you go because we're gonna done here at this church, and maybe back. It could happen. It could happen. We're back in the area. We got a few more weeks. We could be back. But he has a really good delivery that he does, and we really enjoyed that. And he's Southern. He has some dialectic Hicks things that he does. I guess it's called
Y'all.
He had some y'alls and yonders and some different things. That was pretty good. And he made fun of it too, so it was good. But we'll let you go. If you like these videos, be sure to check out our other playlist. It's church reviews, and check out some churches in this area and all the way up the East Coast, actually. We're going to let you go because we're just out here living.
The coolest life.